All right, welcome back, Triple Play Podcast. The voted number one fantasy football podcast by me and Nick. So and listen, if anybody from Wilkes Central's watching, any of my students are catching on to this, just know that everything that we say is absolutely 100% accurate.
Yeah,
So,
never anything false.
obviously, if you're not agreeing with us, you're struggling in fantasy football. So, but Nick, tell them what we're talking about today because I'm excited.
All right. Well, we are recording this at 11:21, so it's almost the day of the game, but we're gonna pretend like it's the day of the game for now. But Thursday, first NFL game of the year, and it's a good one. The Bills and Rams, two of the big powerhouses in the NFL. We each picked a team. I picked the Bills. He got the Rams. I have a lot invested in both teams in a few different fantasy leagues. We're going to talk about the final score, a fantasy sleeper, a potential standout, and an offensive and defensive key to victory for each team.
All right, and I think the first thing we probably need to do is the key to victory on both sides. I think we start there, then we work to potential standout, fantasy sleeper, and end it with the final score.
All right.
I'll start with the Rams. I think on the offensive side of the ball, the main key to win is the health of Matthew Stafford's elbow. They've been talking about it. Some people are high on it, some people are low on it. Hey, he really is hurt. No, he's not. They're just being cautious. If Matthew Stafford's not slinging the ball, the Rams can't win.
Nope.
Like
I agree.
they don't have the star power at running back. Now I think that Daryl Henderson and Cam Akers are a great 1-2 punch, but they don't have the star power at running back to get it done with the running game alone. They made their bed last year in the passing game, and they're going to have to do that if they want to win on the
Yeah.
offensive side. Do you want to give your offensive for the Bills before we go to the defensive side?
Yeah. I'm gonna say let Allen work, bro. You just gotta let him work because if you give Josh Allen enough time to just make sure the receiver's open, he's gonna walk all over any defense.
Yeah,
I don't care how good your defense is, he's gonna walk all over you,
yeah,
especially when he's got guys like Stephon Diggs. I
yeah.
mean, and in our Yahoo league, I have Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, and I'm hoping for a big night out of both of them.
Absolutely. And I think, I don't think anybody's going in this game being like, man, can't wait to see the Bills run game.
Right, right, right.
Which I
Like
don't think
everybody
anybody's
wants to
saying that
see Allen
for.
throw the ball because it's just a thing of beauty.
Yep, he carves, man. He'll come out
Mm-hmm.
there and just dime, 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 touchdown.
Right,
So,
right.
so absolutely, I agree. Now, on the defensive side for the Rams, I'm actually going to talk about Josh Allen. I think, as far as the defensive side for the Rams, they have got to contain the legs of Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
I know we know what he can do in the passing game, but
Right.
I'm telling you, as soon as you drop too many guys back, and you're not rushing enough guys, or you not
Mm-hmm.
got that one spy on the quarterback, Josh Allen's going to take off, and
Right.
he is so athletic too, so he can get it done with the legs. He's not like Lamar Jackson fast, but
Right.
he's still a athletic guy,
Right.
So and he's not a small guy either.
No, no, he could probably he
Uh,
could probably run over a corner if he wanted
yeah,
to.
exactly. So I mean, like, and his coaches probably would rather him just slide down, but
Right. Right.
dude's a competitor, he's
Right.
going for it. But yeah, I think that is one of the keys, is to contain Josh Allen's legs and really
Yep.
like, they want to hone in on the pass, obviously, but you got to contain the legs of Josh Allen.
Right. Um, I think that the Bills' key on defense is just limit Cooper Cup. If you
Yeah,
can limit Cooper Cup, you've got a good chance to win with the offense that they have.
yeah.
If you can limit Cooper Cup, the Rams will not score more than 20 points, maybe.
Yeah, when we were thinking about, you told me what the topics would be. I was like, I know that the Bills just need to keep Cooper Cup between the dashes.
Right.
That
Right.
man gets outside toward the sideline, that he is gone.
Yep.
So yeah,
He's
I
just so
completely
fast.
agree.
Like he's insanely fast. It's ridiculous. You can't let him get like just wide open space.
Yeah, you got to make somebody else try to beat you,
Right.
obviously. So I mean, those are our keys to victory for the Rams and the Bills. So we'll move on to potential standouts, and this could be anybody. We're not trying to reach
Mm-hmm.
deep on these
Right.
players. So for the Rams, as far as potential standouts, I think we have to look at Allen Robinson because,
Yep.
like you said, the key is going to be, hey, how can we limit Cooper Cup?
Hmm.
And some people are like, "Oh, Allen Robinson's the next big thing," and some people are like, "Well, he wasn't that good last year in Chicago, even when
Yeah.
Darnell Mooney was pretty good in Chicago last year."
Right.
So I think this is Allen Robinson. It's finally his chance to have a stud quarterback throw
Hmm.
him the ball.
Right.
So if they're gonna win, I think Allen Robinson has at least one touchdown. Has at least
Yeah.
one touchdown, probably at least like 60, 70 yards and a touchdown for the Rams to be able to win the game. But
Yeah.
I think that's a big key for them.
All right. The potential standout for me, I know it's a star. I think it's Stephon Diggs. I think he's gonna catch two touchdown passes tomorrow night. Or I guess technically tonight if we're speaking in today's terms.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah. I think he's gonna catch. I think he's gonna catch two TD passes tonight. I think he's gonna have 130 plus yards. He's gonna have a big night tonight.
Yeah, your stars got to be stars. I
Right.
mean, that's what you pay them for. That you pay them
Right.
to show up in the big games. You don't pay them to run all over the Seahawks.
Right. Right.
Anybody's going to run all over the Seahawks. So you pay those guys to show up when a good defense is across from you. When Jalen Ramsey is across from you, you
Right.
pay that guy to show up and get the job done. So
Right.
absolutely, I understand. I think that Stephon Diggs Jalen Ramsey matchup is going to be a good one to watch all
Right.
night for sure. Um, fantasy sleeper. Do you want to go? I'll let you start on this one.
All
Fantasy
right.
sleeper for the Bills.
I'm gonna go with the tight end Dawson Knox because
Okay.
I'm telling you, Josh Allen likes him in the end zone. I think he's gonna catch a touchdown pass tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think there's a good shot for
Yeah.
sure.
And Dawson Knox is a guy, he might have 10 yards at the end of the game, but he might have two touchdowns.
Right.
Like that guy, I just don't think he exists between the 20s. But when you
Right.
get inside the 20, it's like he literally gets up there with Stephon Diggs as the most targeted guy. I mean,
Right.
he really does. He had several touchdowns last year. They just gave him a bag. I heard that on the way
Yeah.
home, by the way. Yep, just gave
Four
him a
year
bag.
extension.
Yep. I mean, what kind of, and him and Josh Allen are like really close friends too, apparently. So
Really? I didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah, apparently they
That's
are
probably
like
why he's
really
looking
close
for him in
friends.
the end zone. Hey, heck yeah, if he's friends with the
He's
quarterback,
like,
yeah,
he's
take him
telling him
both.
he's telling him on the sideline. He's like, "Hey, I was open back there. I don't know if you saw me, but they did just pay me." So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I completely understand. I don't think people are completely out on Dawson Knox, but I don't think people are completely in on Dawson Knox either.
Right.
So I think Dawson Knox hovers around that 9-10 range as far as tight ends go in fantasy football.
Yeah.
So
Maybe I
I,
could
I
see it.
think this would be a great time to get in on him. They just gave him a
Yeah.
bag. He's up.
Right. I
As
agree.
far as fantasy sleepers for the Rams, and it's starting to become a little bit of a non-sleeper because I think a lot of people are willing to take a chance on him late in drafts, and that's Daryl Henderson.
Yeah.
I do think as far as health goes, Cam Akers and Daryl Henderson are both a little shaky, so I think they both need each other to be successful.
Yeah.
Problem is, you paid for Cam Akers in the fourth round, you paid for Daryl Henderson in the ninth round.
Right.
So, I'm taking that value of Daryl Henderson, and I'm hearing a lot of stuff from a lot of analysts and everything that they think Daryl Henderson, when he's healthy, will have more fantasy points on a per game basis than Cam Akers will.
Yeah. He
Just
should.
because he's been a more consistent guy that's been there more often.
Right.
I know the hype around Cam Akers is great and everything, but I think Daryl Henderson still gets his touches. It's hard to see the team going away from a guy who has been consistent for them,
Right.
especially a veteran guy.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well,
man. And here we are.
you want to kick off the
Final.
final score?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
All right.
Okay, now I have, even though I covered the Rams,
Okay.
even though I love Jalen Ramsey, oh, dude, Jalen Ramsey, man, like that guy reminds me of like what Randy Moss and T.O. used to be on the offensive side of the ball back in the day. And Chad
Yeah.
Ochocinco, like I'll talk trash and I'll back it up too, bud. And I'll talk
Hmm.
it all game. And then if you beat me, hey, respect to you.
Yeah.
So I will take the Bills. I
Yeah.
am giving this one a little bit of a score. I'm giving this one 31-28.
Okay.
I like the thought of the second half being a little more electric than the first. I think both teams score on their first drive. I think it calms down after that because you come out there with those scripted 15 to 20 plays
Right.
and it really looks good. And then after that, you're kind of like, all right, how do we adjust and everything? How are we going to go from here? And then it can kind of get stagnant. So
Hmm.
I think the second half, there's going to be a lot of scoring in the fourth quarter. It's kind of like, that Bills Chiefs game for the playoffs last year where everybody was just scoring at the very end of the game. So I think we could be in for a good one. I 31-28 Bills on my side.
Yeah, okay. So we're pretty close, honestly. I've got the Bills winning 38-28. So I've got the Bills scoring one more touchdown.
Hmm.
So I mean, we're pretty close in that regard, to be honest with you. I think Josh Allen is gonna put on a clinic.
Yeah.
I just think he's gonna come out first game of the year, big hype around the Bills. He's not happy with how the season ended last year. He wants to get a ring this year. I think he's
Absolutely.
gonna come out and show out tomorrow. And 38-28 ain't no bad loss, especially not to the Bills. That's
No,
respectable for sure.
and nobody, if the Bills win tomorrow, nobody's sleeping on the Rams, and vice
Right,
versa
right,
either.
right.
Like one of those teams is going to be 0-1.
Right, and that's
I that's
unfortunate
that's
because
crazy.
they could be two of the top 3 or top 4 teams in the league.
Yep. Kudos to the NFL for giving us a banger from
Hey,
the
for
start.
sure, for
We didn't get
sure.
that. At least we didn't have the Falcons Seahawks on opening night. Like Marcus Mariota
Yeah,
running all over the Seahawks. But thank
man,
goodness. Like I mean, I think everybody's looking forward to it. This is probably I've heard more hype this year about fantasy football and the
for
NFL
sure.
than I have in a while.
Yeah, same,
I think the league is in a good place right now for
for
sure.
sure.
Um, so I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I know you're looking forward to it. Any final thoughts before tomorrow? Any bold predictions, Nick? Bold predictions.
Bold predictions. I think Josh Allen's throwing for at least 350 yards tomorrow.
How many
Like
touchdowns?
at least 4 passing touchdowns.
350-4 to start the year.
He's gonna come out
Golly.
hot, bro. I'm telling you.
All
Now
right.
he might throw for 40 yards and 5 interceptions tomorrow. Now but
Yep.
he's the best quarterback in the league in my eyes. I think he's gonna pop off tomorrow. I just think he is.
All right. I will say this is kind of a bold take here. I will say I'll give one for the Rams.
Okay.
I think that 4 different players will score touchdowns for the Rams. 4 different players. I will tell you
Okay.
right now, I think Daryl Henderson's definitely scoring a touchdown.
Okay, Daryl
He's a
Henderson.
guy they trust in the 5. Cooper Kupp's scoring a
Cooper
touchdown.
Kupp for sure.
Okay, Allen Robinson's got to
Okay.
score a touchdown. Okay, and then I could see a guy like Tyler Higbee sneaking in the end zone
Oh, for
at
sure.
tight end.
For
Yeah,
sure.
just like that's the type of tight end that catches a touchdown pass in week 1. The guy
Right.
that is maybe undrafted, maybe a guy took him with his last pick. He's the type of guy that catches a touchdown in the first week of the
Right.
season. So I mean, like if they do all of that, they actually would be right at my prediction of 28 points. So I think 4 different players. I don't think that Cooper Kupp gets like 3 touchdowns or something like that.
Yeah.
But now all those guys are going to have a good fantasy day for you. Start the
I think
start the
so.
Rams, start the Bills, put them
Yeah.
all in your lineup. If you've got anybody from these teams on the bench, it's
Yeah.
better be the third wide receiver or the backup
Or
quarterback.
the
Okay.
flex or something.
Yeah, like okay, I could see you sitting Isaiah McKenzie. He's the third wide receiver for the Bills, but I'm telling you, I've heard a lot of people that starting him just because of the hype around this game.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, if you want to start him, nobody's going to fault you for it
Right.
tomorrow. So, we're all looking forward to it. I would like to have somebody to cheer for tomorrow. I wish I had some pieces in this game. So,
Hey, what? Do you not have anything in it? In
I
any
had I
leagues?
had Isaiah McKenzie in one league,
Oh,
but I had to do something where I had to have a safety net that played on Monday Night Football because one of my Sunday wide receivers that I really want to start was questionable, and I didn't want to take a chance on that, so I had to grab somebody that played more Monday just to make sure.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that's something we got to think about going into week 1 here. If your guy is questionable for tomorrow, you need to start thinking about now who you're going to pick up because I'm
Right.
telling you, by Friday, Saturday, these guys are going to be gone. Everybody's
Right.
going to be scrambling to try to get guys once we start getting some ideas of who's sitting and who's not.
Yeah.
That's our last piece of advice there, I
Yeah.
think. Nick, you gonna tell them what they need to do?
There's gonna be a recent video right below Colby, and there's gonna be an option to subscribe right below me. Y'all gotta hit that, and y'all gotta like, and y'all gotta comment, and let us know what y'all think is gonna happen during the game. Y'all let us know who y'all think is gonna be a standout. Anything like that.
Can we
Thank
get
y'all for watching.
can we get 2 more subscribers before game time tomorrow?
Yeah,
That's
two
what we need to do.
subscribers for
Two more
game time.
subscribers tomorrow. That'll get us
Yeah.
at 30. We'll keep having a goal every week for that.
Oh yeah. All right.
All right.
Thank y'all.